What's up, friends? Hope you're having a wonderful day and welcome back to another video. Today I am back in the studio, House of Light. Be sure to check us out on Instagram. But this isn't promotion for the studio. I just wanted to let you guys know where I was. We have a green set in here, and so I wanted to try out filming on the green set because it's one of my favorites. But let's dive into this video because I have a very hot topic to talk to you guys about today that is running rampant right now, hoping to save a few models out there. This is for all the model babes out there who are looking for opportunities to get into modeling and just don't know where to go. You guys are not getting taken advantage of by scams like the one we're going to talk about today. Now, I have talked multiple times about scams in the modeling industry, and I do have a video that I will link somewhere up here so you guys can go ahead and check out what I previously shared. But today we are going to be talking about a specific scam that came across my DMs that I need to make sure is exposed and that no other models get trapped by. But before we dive into exposing the specific scammers that are running rampant in the internet streets, I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of some signs that you are being set up. There are some things that you can look out for when you are in communication with agencies or agents or potential modeling experience opportunities that are, trying to get you to come over to their side and pay X amount of dollars for this, such and such and that. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the signs that you are potentially being set up. Starting with sign number one, unprofessional communication. So a lot of times with scams that might come through your DMs or through your emails, the communication is just really off. First of all, there are a lot of opportunities that happen through social media, but majority of the deals are made through email or over the phone, right? So if there is a opportunity sharing like payment information and all these other things that, is outside of your local market, because I think locally you might be entertaining conversations with like a brand or a photographer or things like that. So you might have those conversations there. But if it's like from somebody you do not know who is reaching out to you to tell you about such and such experience or opportunity that pays this and that, that is conversations that is reserved through email or a phone call. So first of all, how are they coming to you? If you get an email from opportunities that are looking to work with models that promise a big payout, if you send them this information promising you exposure to different networks, verify that email address. Majority of the time, emails that are coming from a reputable business is going to have the domain name in their email. For example, if Jennifer from modelworks.com is reaching out to me, then usually their email is going to say Jennifer last name at modelworks.com. It's going to have the domain of the business inside their email so that you know that they are reputable. Some businesses work through Gmail. They usually do have their names attached to it. It's not extra numbers. It's very simple. And so one, you want to make sure that email address is legit, that it's coming from a real person, and that you can go back and look up the website that that email has come from. That's the whole point of, verifying that their domain is correct, is that you can go to that website and you can actually see what that business is talking about. So in the case of this scam that came across my way, one of my good friends out here sent me a flyer for an upcoming casting for a model runway show called Runway Idol TV. I'm not one to ever think about doing reality television. I was never a reality TV person, but this intrigued me because it was about modeling and specifically about runway, which I love. I am a model runway coach. Love to share about how to walk confidently and strongly, so I thought that this was an opportunity that was aligned. My friend sent me the flyer. I immediately went to their Instagram to check them out. Now, another thing that I always stress in my previous videos, I'm going to share again today, is that you have to do your research about these companies. So I immediately headed over to the Instagram to check out, what other models have been on this show before. Is it anybody that I know of? If the TV show is even on air for us to check out. Has it been published somewhere? Getting all the information. Instagram looked really good. Their graphics were really nice, but one thing I noticed, immediate red flag, their posts were old, over a year old. And so now I'm wondering why you're promoting a show for over a year and it's nowhere to be found. That was like a little mild red flag that I was just like, this show has been on for so long. Like, they're talking about it's coming out in 2025. I went to their website where you had to sign up for the casting that would be happening. The website is saying that it's going to be hitting screens in 2025. It's going to be on Apple TV. It's going to be on Roku. It's going to be on this and that. You're going to be able to have a billboard in Times Square and stuff as part of being the contestant on the TV show. Like, saying all great things, but nothing to show for it, for promoting a show for over a year. In my head, in my TV and film experience, I'm like, okay, well, maybe they had some pushback with funding, finalizing the cast right now, and this is just end of the casting, and then they will be pushing it out in 2026, because there was some verbiage about season 1 coming out in 2026. I'm like, okay, maybe they just need a few more people to fill out some spots, right? That was my thinking. I go on the website, I fill out my information to sign up, and I receive an email. I don't remember if it was the same day or the next day, but I do receive an email from a random email. It was a generic email. I think it said info.mediadrip.tv, which raised another red flag. I'm like, okay, the show is called Runway Idol TV, but the email is coming from Media Drip. And that could be, again, their marketing or PR department, their media production company, whatever, you know? So I'm like, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just like, something's not adding up right now. They get back to me and they say, this is the date of your casting. It's going to be a virtual casting. You're going to be on, camera. Make sure you arrive at this time, Nothing too out of the ordinary. I was expecting a little bit more to be submitted, like pictures, comp card, things like that, but they didn't ask for it. So I'm like, okay. So the day of the casting comes, I set up in my studio here, and I'm expecting to be on a casting call with the executive producer or the casting director or whoever, and I'm expecting it to be a one-on-one because that's usually how this goes. I've never applied for reality television. If anyone out there who has applied for reality television, let me know if this is normal or not. But I thought it was very abnormal because once I logged on, again, presentation of this was peak. They had a promotional video going of Runway Idol TV, of showing models walking the runway and this catchy music, and it was a lot of transitions and flashy, and it looked really good. I'm not really impressed by it because I've made similar videos like that for Vegas Fashion Week out here, for the Las Vegas Fashion Council. I could tell that a lot of the videos that they were using were copyright videos that I have used for promotion for things and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I know how you guys edited that. It looks nice, but again, this is not real footage of the show. This is just for promotion. It looks cute though. We get on the call, and immediately I'm in a call with 40 other people and the executive producer, which her name is Denise Johnson. I'm putting her on blast. Miss Denise Johnson has all of us on Zoom, 40 different people of modeling ranges of all types, right? And so I'm looking at the pool of models here, and I'm like, again, it's reality television, so you're gonna get all types of people, right? Model-esque and not. But I'm immediately thrown off because I'm like, why are we doing this casting call in front of everybody? Each of us, one by one, talk about our modeling experience, how tall we are, if we're signed with an agency. She wants us to do a quick little walk for her, pose really quickly, and then she said, you should know if you're a part of the show by the end of the day, 6 p.m. I'm like, ooh, that's a quick turnaround, but okay. Maybe, again, they're just trying to find a few more cast members so that they can lock this in, so that they can start filming immediately. We're going one by one. She didn't really ask for a lot of information. It was just really an odd experience. So after I went and did my walk, she seemed really disinterested. After I said oh, I'm a signed model, I've been through all this before. She's like, okay, yeah, and then went to the next person. After I did my walk, I don't know, she just gave me weird energy, which hindsight, I think that was discernment for me, right? Waiting till 6 o'clock to hear back. 6 o'clock comes, I get an email congratulating me that I am going to be a cast member on the Runway Idol TV season. It also includes this overview of the season and what to expect. Again, I'm reading thoroughly through this document that was just sent over to me. And mind you, I think the email came from this random email from Lauren. I never talked to Lauren. During the video call, There was a executive producer, Jeremy Johnson, which I'm believing that Denise and Jeremy are either related or somehow, or husband and wife. Jeremy was the one who introduced us to Denise, and Denise was the one who did the casting call. So I never met a Lauren. I don't know who Lauren is, but Lauren was the one who emailed me, and it was basically explaining how we get to be a part, that the season is only like 5 episodes long, which is like, what type of runway show is this that's only 5 episodes long? She said, you are guaranteed to be a part of 2. We are casting out of these cities, so you have to get to one of these cities, and all the way at the bottom, it maps out the fee for being a part of the show. And there we have it. And this is why I say, if an opportunity is too good to be true, it probably is. Because why were they expecting us to pay well over $2,000 to be a part of this TV series? Again, I've never been a part of reality television, but I am a model. I'm signed with multiple agencies. I know how bookings work, and I know how television works because I have a background in television. And never does the talent, because that's what we would be, the models are the talent that's a part of the show, never would the talent have to pay to be a part of something. It's either you're getting paid to be a part of the television show, or you would just be volunteering your time for free, which is what I expected this to be. I thought this was going to be a free thing that we would just have to give our time to if we want to be a part of this series. When I see this price tag at the bottom, I'm just like, yeah, already up. I already know what this is. This isn't legit. But again, I'm like, this is TV. This is something different I haven't heard before. Let me make sure, because I'm a person, I want to do my thoroughest research before I make a decision. A part of being confirmed as a cast member, I had to do a call the following day. That's a red flag in my book too. The urgency that all of this had, it was just really off-putting. Like, from the casting being the same day to the notification about it being confirmed the same day to being on the final decision-making call the next day. Why is this moving so fast? Like, if you're going through this many people, I know this should take some time. I confirmed that I would be talking to the executive producer again, Denise Johnson, scheduled a call with her for the following day to confirm my spot as a cast member. Meantime, I had sent the package to my sister, who works in production and television and film out in New Jersey / New York. And she was already telling me, yeah, this ain't it. You should not be paying to be on TV. Again, I already knew that about modeling, but for TV, I wanted to confirm with someone who knows more about the business than I do. And she let me know, like, yeah, this doesn't smell right. So I wanted to hop on the call to do my due diligence and also to further expose the scam. I wanted to ask some questions to see like what they were about, and I really just wanted to put them on blast. So the next day happens, I get on the call. Immediately, again, they're telling me like, oh, what city are you going to be closest to? Are you going to be able to go? This is the dates that we're shooting. It's going to be for a week. I'm like, you're only shooting for 5 days? Like, none of this makes sense. They're trying to confirm all these details for me. And the media package at the end, this is for, your media audit. So we're making sure that because we're putting so much time into like making sure that you're TV ready. So we're putting together your media kit and like doing an audit of your socials and all these other things. And you're going to be working with American Next Top Model season winners and things like that to perfect your posing and camera work and runway walk and all this stuff. Just promising the world, right? For a measly price of $2,700. And at the same time, I kid you not, I'm going to show you the footage that I have because I knew, discernment knew. I was in the call talking to her. At the same time, I'm doing my research. So I'm on my computer. I'm looking her up. I'm like, Denise Johnson. Who's Denise Johnson? I couldn't remember Jeremy at the time, but I remembered I got her name and I was like, Denise Johnson. I was looking her up, found the Instagram, found out that she was a part of a different like casting runway actor, like modeling opportunity, which you'll see in the videos. And now she's a part of Runway Idol. I'm looking for proof, right? I'm looking at like, what have you done? Like, are you credible? You say you're a producer. What work have you actually produced? And even the other thing, I think it was like Media Stars or whatever. I don't remember what it is. It looked very sketchy. It looked like a modeling conference. I have gone to things like that before in the past. You have to pay to be there. You get like you're a part of these workshops where you like bettering yourself with pose coaching, runway walks. You're introduced to like executives from networks and agencies and things like that, but there's usually no benefit to going to those things. That is my experience. So that's what that side media stars, whatever thing that she had going on. And then it said that she was a part of Runway Idol, that she's executive producer. But again, this show has been promoting for over a year now. Like, where is the proof of the show? I'm on the phone talking to her. I'm doing all this research while I'm on the phone with her. You'll see me switching back and forth. I'm looking, I'm doing my deep dive, and then I go to find a model. And I say this in my other videos too. Always fact checked with somebody else. Not only did I fact check with my sister, but I also fact checked with a model that they had promoted on their page to say that she was a cast member in the upcoming season. And so I found her information. I DM'd her really quick. I said, hey, this is real random, but I'm on the casting for Runway Idol. I see that you're a cast member. Are you in the middle of filming? Like, what's going on? Give me the tea. And I was basically hoping that she would respond back quickly. She did not respond back while I was on the call. So I told Denise while I was on the call, like, hey, like, this seems like a nice opportunity, but I just don't got it for you. Like, I don't have $2,700 to waste, and I don't want to waste it on a 5-day potential trip or a 5-day potential experience with potentially 2 episodes, and maybe you get some screen time, and that just doesn't sound beneficial to me. So I'm like, let me think about it. I'm trying to keep it open. Like, let me think about this opportunity, and I'll get back to you. And she goes, okay, yeah, you can let me know. I'm going to be on the call for the rest of the day about like 6 p.m. your time, so you can give me a call until then. And I'm like, oh, I thought, I could just email you. You would send me, the information where I would, like the form or whatever, where I would register to enter in my credit card information. Because I'm like, why would I be sharing my credit card information with you, or my debit card information with you over a Zoom call? Like, that just didn't make no sense to me. Like, you're going to send me a form, you're going to send me the link or whatever, where I would have to enter in my information so that you could take payment. Like, I'm not going to share my financial information over a call with you. But she was like, no, we have to take it on the phone. It has to be today. We're closing casting today. We're done with the United States casting. After this, we're going to go to the UK or Australia or whatever the hell she said. Again, rushing, that urgency, that sense of it has to be done right now. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me see what I can put together. Give me some time. Click, got off the phone with her. And maybe like 20 minutes later, I get a DM from the model that I reached out to, and she says, girl, it's a scam, don't do it. She said, I gave them the money, they never filmed, and I never got my refund. Boom, it was confirmed. I already knew from the jump that this was not the opportunity that they were presenting themselves to be. But again, I wanted to make sure I did my due diligence, and I really wanted to confirm it for you guys. These scams out here are getting really good. Everything is looking legit. Again, I told you there was like 40 people on that call, and we all ranged in like model experience. There were some models on there that have been with agencies, that have done a lot of work and things like that. And then there were just, regular folk who are interested in modeling and interested in taking that shot. So just imagine like how much money they may have gotten from these folks that are just gullible out here thinking that they're going to get on TV when it's not the case at all. They are getting scammed and used and abused by these, elaborate schemes. So yeah, I wanted to come on here and confirm with you guys that Runway Idol TV is a scam. Don't invest your money into it. Don't give them a dime. They are running game on you. Now you know how to spot a scam and how to protect yourselves. Honestly, they should be ashamed of themselves. And I was questioning Denise, and I could see her kind of like shifting a little bit when I was talking about why we have to pay and why is it this and why is it that. And she was just like, yeah, this is just how we do it. And, and she couldn't really give me like a real legit answer. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting to you because this is bullshit. That just really irritated me, and I wanted to hop on here really quick to make sure that I could spread the word, at least to my community, so you guys know that this is a scam and to not invest your dollars. Again, if that opportunity seems too good to be true, it probably is. And if they are rushing you to make a payment now, like it has to be right here before you leave the office, before you do this, before you do that, we have to get this payment in to lock in your spot, otherwise this opportunity is going to go away. scam. Anything that is pushing you to do something right away or making you anxious is not going to be the opportunity for you, I promise you. The best way to make sure that an opportunity is legit is to ask as many questions as possible. Make sure that you guys are asking the important questions. Why do I have to pay you? If I pay you, what do I get? Why is it like this? Why is it like that? Who's all involved? Who all gonna be there? These are real questions that you guys need to add into your vocabulary when you are scouting out these opportunities. And make sure you validate the information with other models or other people in the industry. Like I said, I went to multiple sources to make sure that this opportunity was a dud. And the best way to do that is to confirm with other models. If it's a photographer, if it's an agency, go to their page, reach out to other models that they've worked with, because they should have the models that they worked with on their page and tagged if they're legit. And you can reach out to those models and send a quick harmless DM. Hey, I'm trying to set something up with this photographer or this brand or this designer. Let me know your experience working with them. I saw that you worked with them in the past. Let me know your thoughts. Really simple. Most people are open to sharing their experiences with you, especially if it was a negative one. Most people are genuine enough to say, hey, this isn't the opportunity for you, or yeah, I had a great experience, you will too. Okay, so don't be afraid to validate with other models or other people in the industry. So I tried to record my process for you guys so you can see it all, so that if you come across this, that you'll know to decline, or that if there is something similar out there that comes your way, that you know what to look for to determine if it's real or not. I wanted to make this to help someone else out there, and the best way to help other people is to share your experience. So if you have fell into the trap of a modeling scam out there, please put it in the comments below so other people can know about it. I know it might feel embarrassing to share that, you know, someone got one over on you or that you fell into the trap, but it really will help other people so people know how to avoid the scams in the future and just make other people aware of what's going on. So please share your experience in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful at all, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with another model so they are aware of what's happening out here in these model streets. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next upload. I'll see you guys soon.